Everyone, and welcome to Sunday Murktide with Abhorrent Oculus. This is a deck that top-rated the challenge by Mattia Rizzi, very good modern player, Italian player, streamer. And yeah, he has been playing this Oculus card that, hasn't seen that much play for a long time. The more stock version of Blue Black was the one with Kaito to be better against Blue Black. Sorry, White Black, which is a pretty good idea, I have to say. But when I saw this list with Oculus and the good old Thought Scour, ooh, that's a weird art. That's okay, actually. I'm gonna embrace this new art. Um, I have the Daybreak the God account that kind of loads the art automatically. Sometimes I change them. Some other times I kind of roll with it. Sometimes I just can't stand some of the arts, but Double Master Thought Scour will be okay for today. What do we got here? This is kind of an old list, I want to say. There is a lot of what used to be good a while ago. Yeah, let's go on the play. Let's battle. I'm gonna keep it. It's a one lander. I'm gonna go turn one Thought Scour. And then I'm gonna consider. I guess I can go consider. Maybe that's better actually. Make sure I have a second land for counterspell seems more important. Is the black splash worth it in prowess? I think white splash is better for prismatic ending. Well, Pony in the chat said, I love Mango's workshop. Thank you. Love to see that. All right, preordain. Let's go. Buongiorno, Daniel. My opinion about Riftbound. Is that a card? Put it in the link. I'll see it. No lands. Shielded Edict is better than Dismember. I mean, now can cast Dismember. Can't cast Shielded Edict. Thought Scour. Need a land. Ooh. Hey, man, I hate this land, but that's fine. Better than an all land. League of Legends TCG coming this year. My friend, I already played 2 games and it's already way too much. So I will not touch that game. I'm sure you can find some content creator that will. Alright, my opponent taps 2 mana for Desperate Ritual. Okay. That plays Ral. Okay. Plays Metamorphose. I'm going to let this flip resolve. And then I'm going to force some negation this. What do we pitch is the question. Because I definitely want to pitch blue card. Unfortunately, I can't pitch black card. If I pitch Oculus and I draw land, I can hold up Counterspell and go Dismember. If I pitch Counterspell, Oculus is my clock. I think I'm gonna pitch Oculus. It's bad pitching Oculus. But it's bad also pitching Counterspell. I don't think I had a very good time anyway. Okay. I can go Dismember. Holding up Counterspell. But Dreams of Steel and Oil can discard also Ruby Medallion. Ooh, Preordain. Usually, that's true, actually. Storm decks usually aren't blue. Buongiorno, Dado. Serum Visions, okay. They go top, bottom, and pass. Serum Visions is a cantrip. I haven't seen it in a long time. Wish I had the Oculus now, huh? Alright, let's go Dreams, huh? See what you can find. Nothing is the answer. I can still exile Ral from the graveyard. Not that it matters. How many surveillance do we play in this deck, too? Trust polluted. No, never mind. They tapped 2 mana. Ooh, Urban Medallion was on top of the deck safe. See? Because of Serum Visions. If it was the other cantrip, I would have drawn it. That's bad. Alright, I got nothing. I need Oculus desperately here. Or I'm gonna lose the Storm card advantage plan of Vrans Resolves. Psychic Frog also works. Let's go. Any certain visions? And Vrens Resolve. Revealing, yeah, more card advantage engines. Let's hope my own card advantage engine will work. Okay. Frog multiplies itself. Murktide Regent as well. Nice. Very good in combination with Frog, since you can grow the Murktide even more next turn. So opponent actually may die soon here. Let's see if, I mean, if they never find a discounter, because we countered and killed Rumidal and Aral, if they never found a discounter, it's very hard for them to go off. I don't think it's a turn 1 clock. But I mean, if I draw a spell, I can discard 2 push. So this is 4, 12, 13, 14, 15. I do have 15 if I draw a spell. Actually, I don't need it. With this push, I think I got lethal. Yeah, I think I'm lethal here. Opponent doesn't realize it and just goes double Reckless Impulse, their die. They did. Maybe they have to start going off, going Metamorphose, Desperate Ritual. I don't know. I hope they just go Reckless Impulse. Okay. Okay. Yes, they're trying to go off. Let's see if I found the discounter. They played the Desperate Ritual. I didn't tweet. I didn't post the tweets that I usually do whenever I go live. Alright, forgot, I guess. Opponent goes Ritual, Ritual, Reckless Impulse, finds Ruby Medallion, and Preordain. I think they pass. I think we got it. Discard. Let's consider. Graveyard. This card. Give fly on the Boa. That's lethal. Alright, easy game. And by easy game, I mean we had to get lucky. And we did. Alright. Consent to memory is a scam. Don't set it in against Storm. But why man would have Storm? It doesn't matter. I say that every time, and yet people still don't know. But consign just it's only good to counter the Room Medallion. That's it. It's just bad. Storm doesn't matter. They win with Wish. They win with Passing Flames. They win with Round -8. And these cards do not touch. Consign does not touch these. So don't side consign against Storm. With that being said, what do we cut? Drumstick and Oil seems bad. Let's take it out. Subtlety seems bad against everyone. Take it out. Against everyone that isn't Amulet Titan, I guess. Maybe I should just trim some of the Unearth plan. I don't really want to cut push. Maybe I can trim one. I have 4 removal spells, will be fine. Dismember I think is better because you can tap it with an island. So that is good against Neoform. Yeah, but this deck should be good against Neoform. Once again, same hand, one lander and a dream. Let's go. Man, I think the word is PTSD, but like whenever you open a hand that doesn't have an answer to Ragavan, and opponent fetches a red land, you're like, oh no, Ragavan. Shit, I'm dead. No, it's just preordained. Uh, land go. Uniform seems a flash in a pan. It's fine. It's one of the it's one of the modern decks. Can be very good. It's very easy to disrupt and actually need to draw decently to accomplish something. So yeah. Go Thought Scour. Ooh, nice. Drew a land. Let's go. Let's just play Frog here. I have a Force of Negation, so I can safely tap out. Okay. Cannot counter that one. I can counter that one. Let's do it. I think I'll pitch. What do I want to pitch? I think it's Frog, actually. No, Frog, I can reanimate it. Merc, that can give a very good claw. I think it's gonna be Murktide. Hey, first thing first, attack. I'm gonna want to discard this Frog and reanimate it. Is it a good play? I think I will. I can also discard a land, actually. Yeah, see how it goes. Wow, it's the dream. Well, now I wish I didn't discard a land, because I could have gone Unearth on Frog and then hold up Snare. As it is, I'm just passing. Need to keep up spell Snare, I think. The one of the 3 pushes left, I guess I'll set Dismember. Medallion gets snared. Draw. Sink into Stupor. I think I can attack, not discard, because I can go 3/4/4. I'm gonna go untap land, and I can hardcast Mystical Dispute. I think I'll counter. I was gonna say I'll counter everything that's put on the stack, but I don't think I'll counter this one. This is not very good. Just a cycler. This one is a 2-for-1. So one is at 7. I don't have lethal, unfortunately. Okay, like I thought, sees. Take a grape shot. I guess I'm gonna attack first. I got no need to discard because I got lethal anyway the next turn. Okay, I can go consider. I think I'll go on. Is there a card my opponent can draw that doesn't make me lethal next turn? I don't think there is. I'm just gonna go Thought Scour. I'll pass. You know, I can unearth a frog. I just don't think I should. I'd rather surveil. That's 3 ritual and it says GG. Alright, GG. Good start. Psychic Frog and Force of Negation. The recipe to beat combo decks in Modern. Storm is good against Boros and other aggressive decks, but it's just, counter spells are strong, and this deck can definitely do the legacy vibes where you just put pressure, draw cards, counter their key spells, and win. The right moment. Okay. On the draw, my hand's very reactive, so I like to be on the draw with this type of hand. Oggi Feroch. Did I see Piegonti's video about how boring is Modern right now? I didn't. I think Modern is fantastic right now. There's like a million different decks, all of them competitive. It's just so much better than any other format. But yeah, people are fine to disagree. Actually, having to play Standard for the PT, but honestly, even Legacy last weekend, they're just so much worse than Modern. But it's just classic talk. Like whenever someone doesn't know to say it, just complain about the health of the format. That's fine. I mean, back and forth on pest control in Oculus, I think is necessary versus energy. No thoughts. Empty brain. Seems fine. I mean, I don't know. I net deck to. I think I'll leave the Studscour on top of Murktide. I like to just mill my graveyard. Opponent has not been surveilling. They indeed have not surveilled. I didn't even notice. Wait, they drew both of the surveillance? Maybe they don't have them in paper. They don't want to mimic that on Magical Line. Maybe this is also expensive with Magical Line. Alright, the top 3 for Tasha's Hideous Louther. If this would put in a graveyard, I wouldn't counter, but since it exiles, I'll counter. Tuskar is bad against the mill. That's unfortunate. I can go Thought Scour Merc. I think I want to do it. I would be tapping out. But I can also just mill my Murktide somehow. And then surgical it. And that's bad. Or even like surgicaling the counterspell also bad. Opponent has 4 mana. Let's see what they do. They play Fracture Sanity. Oh, now I wish I had a Murktide. But I think it does make sense that I played this early. Like, yeah, if they surgical, it's really bad. They surgical the frog. See? I think, yeah. I think we risked big time if we didn't do that. I guess I would have countered this. So it would have still been alright. Okay, I keep on drawing Dreams of Steel and Oil. We should keep on doing exactly nothing. Not a good show up for Dreams of Steel and Oil so far. Also, my point at Crypt Incursion in hand and surgical. Man, I swear, surgical people have like there's always the wrong targets for surgical. It's crazy. You freaking had Crypt Incursion, just surgical counter. I don't know, just keep surgical. It doesn't burn in your hand. Boh, vabbè, cazzi tuoi, ma che cazzo me frega. You can bounce this thing. Crypt Incursion all exiles creature. Not including his Murktide. Um, I mean, if you bounce Murktide, sure. Ooh, I can. Is this an instant? It is. Concede. I was going to go Unearth on Oculus, but to play Crypt Incursion and go counter spell. All right. Playing as Mill. I'll take a Thought Scour. And also Dreams of Steel and Oil. This card is here for Flage. I mean, this deck just has to respect Flage so much. Ugh. Man, I have a stance on Mulliganin, but you know, this hand. Actually, though, let's see. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Point of Mills me. So Unearth can actually be much better than it is normally, which is a bad card normally. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, let's go. Keep. Bottom a swamp. I know that I shouldn't fetch against Archive Trap deck, but I do have counterspell in my deck, so I don't want to get a swamp. Go straight down to 15. 15, no fear. They should have responded with Archive Trap. Man, you have both Extirpate and Surgical. That's so bad. I can't describe it. How do you win games? Like, how do you join a league and think of winning games by both playing Surgical and Extirpate in your deck? Incredible. I guess if they mill my push and then I die to this crab, crazy though. Yeah, push is here. And Oculus. Shit. Imagine they hit both of these cards. I got nothing. I lose. That's how you win. Just mill exactly the cards your opponent has in hand. Such islands, so they're not even gonna cast Extirpate. Oh wow, double up on push of Orant Oculus. This is a pattern. Oculus push land. Oculus push land. Oculus push land. Alright. Draw step? No draw step. Cool. They push this thing. Uh I'll fetch in my turn. So opponent doesn't draw Archive Trap. They definitely need to extract my Oculus now. Yeah. Unfortunately, the force on top will be shuffled. Buongiorno, people. Random card. It's the best card in the deck. Second Frog. Played and pass. I guess Murktide would have maybe been the best card in the deck. Because this one dies to push. Repeat on Thoughtseize. Nice. Okay. Do I want to go consider end of turn? Yeah, I guess. Probably not. I don't know. I'm gonna draw this. It's a bad card, but it's probably fine. I'm not gonna play a land. Let's just discard for sure this land here, and probably discarding also the spell bomb, holding up the sink. We don't have push. Be a good 3 for 1. I don't expect my opponent to play good cards. El Murktide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's no spells in my graveyard, only lands. Visions of Beyond. No Orcish Bowmaster in this build. Without Kaito, you don't need the Orcish Bowmaster. Fortunately, the game isn't over yet. I think I only have 3 extra damage if I draw a spell. Maybe if I draw a spell that draws more spells, I can have more damage. Yeah, so right now I have 3 extra I have 4 extra damage. I have 14. I have 14 damage right now. I think I'd rather hold up Sync. Guten Morgen. Speaking of which, I'm gonna be in Berlin to shoot car market videos in August. Look forward to the Berlin weather in mid-August. Yeah, considering to spell may win, but I kind of want to have a sync up. So they play their own sync. Yeah, exactly. I think now I'm going to put them to 1. All right, don't even want to. Sure. Simon, and it's gonna happen in July after the Vegas Pro Tour. Modern? I could do modern, yeah. All right, let's bottom one of these 2 cards, which is like, the worst card in my hand. I think it's gonna be subtlety. I'm gonna play High Seas Heroes. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be in July. We'll definitely be playing the Ira Precon or whatever the Precon deck that comes out as a promotional videos for that deck. Flesh and Blood has like this Precon, which are actually very, very good, very strong. That's like such a good product for new players. We're doing pre-release this weekend. I think so, yeah. One pre-release I should be doing on Friday night. I have no other plan. Oops. I'm sorry. A big mistake here. I'm so sorry. So sorry, chat. I thought I'd consider an end. Alright, I'll try to focus now. Should have drew a very bad card too, so this would have gone in the graveyard. Subtlety bad right now, always has been. Subtlety has just never really been strong, honestly. It's fine, I guess, and it had its moment, but lately for sure. It's just mostly since energy is the thing, subtlety is bad. Like energy mana cost is like oh 1 and 2. Well, what do you do with that? Also, Corey's the catcher, I guess. Like if it was Force of Negation, I would have gladly uh kept it in my hand. Force of Negation is so much better. Honestly, even if I could consider, I should have gone Surveillant there. All right, let's Ruby Medallion. All right, good thing it's a good matchup. Hmm, nice draw. Let's start by discarding a bunch of things here. Discard Oculus too. The only discard Sink into Stupor as well. I don't think so. If I draw a land, I'm happy to play that, and then I can sink the Ruby Medallion end of turn. Thought Scour. This is bad. I'm actually gonna play Sink untapped and pass here. Opponent can threaten double combo. I need double counter maybe. Yeah, I know. Usually I don't really get excited for pre-release anymore. But this one I happen to be home for the weekend, which is very rare. So I might be doing the Friday night. But again, if like we organize a dinner in Cube, I'll probably do that over. Ra gets countered. Ritual resolves. Reckless Impulse resolves. Ruined Canal, okay. Metamorphose. Sure. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. Preordain. Is this why is blue red storm popular now? Reckless Impulse. Okay. The reveal, more Reckless Impulse. A reveal sink into Stupor. I'll bounce my frog. They have 1 card left in end. What is it? Maybe they have nothing. Yeah, they have nothing. Wow. Alright. Okay. Hmm. Opponent's gonna bounce the frog. Tap it out. I think I got lethal here. So I'm just discarding 2 lands. Tuck for 5. Counter the sink into Stupor. Ooh. Let me think about this. Opponent has 1 card in and draws the second one. I think I'm just passing. Yeah, I'm just like if they sink into Stupor this, I'll counter. And if they just try to combo, I'll counter the combo. Mr. Sun, thank you, thank you. 3rd month. Blue red gets a new toy in the set. Is that Vivi? Is that what it is called? Alright, GG. Bring in the things. We played this matchup the round before. I don't exactly remember how we sideboarded though. Oh, I think it was like this, yeah. Cling to Dust is bad. Maybe it's just push is just better than Cling to Dust. I guess that's okay. No, Zeman. On MTGO, you need to buy the cards. It's like in paper, except there's rental systems. But these digital things, you actually have to own them. Yeah, Viv is very expensive right now in pre-sale. I will tomorrow I have the early access. Tomorrow I have the early access and I have to play new decks. I definitely play Cloud in Hammer Time, and I guess I can play Vivi in Storm. If there's already some if there's already some deck list out, I can take a look. I will gladly take a look. Dreams isn't good. It has so few targets. They only have like Talisman, Room Medallion, and Ral. Am I playing the Vegas PT? Yes. I went 11-5 in the previous Pro Tour in Chicago. So actually only need a very medium 8-8 to qualify to 2 Pro Tours in a row. The current system is weird. You just need to basically spike once, and then if you do very medium for a while in a row, you can cruise a lot of Pro Tours. I guess it's not that different from the previous one. But yeah, needing to do 8-8 is such a weird thing to say to someone who has played Pro Magic for 10 or 15 years. Oh, what's your goal? 8-8. And if you qualify to Worlds, though, it's gonna be tough, people, because we have to miss the Eternal Weekend in Europe. Very sad. All right, put him to 5. Love to see that. Have I seen the last Cardboard Crack comic? No, no. Pass it. See tier. I'd love to see it. I'll definitely thought as my opponent. Bottom both. Okay. Friends Resolve. That's what I'm taking. Sort of a 2 for 1. Opponent probably just has to cycle Metamorphose because if they draw a Rumored Island, they're just happy to jam it. Otherwise, they just cycle. It's not a big deal. Nice draw. Kind of locked this game up probably with this counter spell. First consider, then survey land. Bin literally anything there is. Very bad draw. Oculus. Has this card dropped in price? I'm sure it did, right? I remember paying it like 35 euros each. Kind of funny because I streamed in the early access of Duskmorn with Oculus. It was good. And then I was like, nah, card's bad, probably. Not gonna buy it. And then like I had to buy for 35 later for standard. Classic Mango Finance type of thing. I'm gonna go land Spellbomb Murktide here. Tapping out, but opponent seems to be struggling, so I just want to jam a 5-5. It's like 18. Yeah. Classic. Classic by I never sell. Play barely once. Lose with it too, because the only time I played Oculus in standard is when I didn't. Ooh, that's a good draw. When I didn't top 8. Like the only RCQ I didn't top 8. I was maybe on the Drazi aggro. I prefer Drazi ramp. I think I'll pass here. Holding up counter spells in the air. I don't think I can lose this game anymore. Red Ral. Well, at this point, I think I can just let my opponent have them. Like they have already Ruby Medallion, so. Kind of a waste of a turn. Am I just cycling this? I guess this thing can. I think I'm gonna do this because I can win. I can kill my opponent next turn, but I need a spell in my graveyard. Like now they go to 7, they fetch it on 6, and then next turn I can just spell bomb myself, and the Murkta will be lethal. But like, let's say they play nothing, I don't have that. I don't know. Lucian, it says why you love your animator, but this archetype you don't like. Because this archetype is too hard, so you lose a lot with it. That's why. Whereas the animator is easy, so you win. Full disclosure, Dushan is my friend, so I'm allowed to make fun of my friends. I think I'm also allowed to make fun of random people on the internet. Defense grid. Spell snare. I mean, these games were not that hard. Very easy cruising. I guess you have to figure out when to tap out. This is a gold league. It's a very medium league. Play against Mill. Definitely not gold. Nothing gold about that. Play land attack. Examine my graveyard. GG. Zeus. Thank you for the Prime sub. Draw a card, why not? Okay, 3-0. Let's go. Definitely on a heater these days on MTG leagues. Ooh, my opponent's 4-0 right now. Let's see. And we are on the draw. It's gonna be a hard game. It's going to be a hard game, especially with this opening end. Very good end here. Let's go. I'm bottoming counter spell. Because I have the combo frog, discard, reanimate. What do you think about the new ruling of Saga? No thoughts. The rules? They decide the rules. Oh, black and white. Yeah, it was about to happen. It was about to happen. Black white, very tough matchup. Opponent plays with the worst possible art on both of these cards. I respect that. He discarded an Earth. Thought Scour. I think it's just too bad. I don't want to draw that card. I'm assuming this frog will be killed. But I guess if they kill this frog, then maybe the Oculus resolves. Or maybe I can just eat my opponent mana. I'm still playing frog. It's gonna be pushed, so be it. Maybe they don't have push, they have to go solitude, you know? Okay. Emperor Bones. Okay, thank God we drew a push. Otherwise, opponent would have like adapted frog and draw a card. Okay, I'm gonna go consider. You can always get lucky and mill Oculus draw. Ooh. Let me go dreams. Aspetta prima. First I go push. Then I go dreams. Just in case I brick, at least I exile something. Definitely don't brick. Yeah, I think I take a recruiter. And now the Oculus will arrive. The Oculus will arrive. My opponent will lose to it. Opponent never do anything, please. You traded a playset of Cowboy Thoughtseize for lowering Thoughtseize? Must be nice. It's like trading, I don't know, BMW for a Fiat. Lowering Thoughtseize better if like slightly damaged, you know? A little bit crazy in the middle to shoot her age. Alright, let's go Oculuso. Am I surveilling first? Yeah. This way I get to keep a thing in the graveyard. Consider. It's good. I'll leave it on top. Better than a random card, as I like to say. Oh, pita questo. Oh, never mind. I get to... Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to... I forgot. I haven't played this card in a long time. I was supposed to mill it. Okay, they play Tapland. And now we don't even have sewers anymore. Yeah, such a bad play to get the sewers there. Such a bad play. Va bene. Tapland go. People have hated me for liking Amonkhet Invocation Thoughtseize, and they were right in hating you. No, failure. I can blink Flicker Wisp and make my Oculus disappear. Can I find a frog? Bella questa, bella subtlety. Opponent will never see it coming. We're gonna ambush that failure there. Oh wow. They blink that. How did you know it was a subtlety? Sure, I guess. Comes back as a subtlety. Hello, Bayen. Oh, I guess they didn't just didn't want me to block. Makes sense, makes sense. No, you drew Solitude? Okay. Thank God. Alright, I got back the Solitude. Sorry, Subtlety. Draw. Spell. Snare. um, funny joke. Attack with all. Opponent does some trading. Some online trading. I go Lango. Upkeep. Mook Tide. You always need to get permanent here because Felia blinks them. And they concede. Let's go. Oculus carries. Putting Drew Flicker Wisp, the worst card in their deck. Always love to see that. You have a Witch Enchanter. I mean, sometimes it just draws the bad card, the bad side. You don't draw Overlord, and that deck doesn't do very much. So we're hoping to happen all the time. All right, so definitely bringing Scolding against a Solitude deck. Subtlety as well. Hmm. What do we want? Maybe force the negation out. Everything else looks fine. Probably medium, to be honest. Maybe Neil's Spellbomb needs to be out. Oh, yeah, I guess. One lander and a dream of steel and oil. But once again, with the most aesthetically unpleasing opening of the format, which led them to defeat earlier. This opponent discard frog so I can ram it on turn one. mean, this hand obviously can lose if we don't draw land, but we did. We're the best. Hooray. Okay, then this card is Nair. Interesting. Consider that I also have Scolding and Push. I'll top out here. If you play Failure and do the combo with Overlord, so be it. I'll lose. Yeah, but Spellbound cannot interact with Overlord. They play Purge? I mean, they play Purge, maybe. Yeah, true. Celestial Purge can be snared. But no, they won't push. They know I have Unearth. Let's see. They play Felia main phase. Vamos. And Shock. Wow. Does that mean they have a Ephemerate? Maybe. I'm gonna go pass, pushing upkeep. Because wait, I can't attack with Felia. Okay, go. Untapped. They know I have Golding. What's this? Mm. So this card doesn't do basically anything, but I think it's still a good play for me to counter. I could go on Earth. I definitely gonna push. I can go on Earth. I can hold up Scolding. I think I'm gonna go push. I'll tell you why. I think that was a bait for me to play Scolding. So I'm just gonna draw. As soon as I draw another Scolding, I'm gonna hold it up instead of playing an Earth on Frog. Or I guess looking for it with a consider. I mean, I should have said Overlord. Ah. Okay. I get back Flicker Wisp probably because Flicker Wisp combos with Overlord. Yeah, the Flicker Wisp in the end. Let's go consider. I don't really know what I'm looking for. A land? I think I don't want it. Ooh, not bad. Draw. Okay. I can go Dreams of Steel and Oil, discard Flicker Wisp, and then exile something else. So discard Flicker Wisp, and I think I want to exile Flicker Wisp. And then I go Swamp, Unearth on Frog. Pass. Opponent has one card in its Witch Enchanter. We have Scolding in case they draw Solitude. Or Recruiter. Okay, they don't play Witch Enchanter. Strange. Okay. I'll attack. I do not discard. Because I want to play these two cards here. They drew Orcish Bowmaster. I think I'm happy to scold this. And then I deploy Oculusso. Uno, due, tre, quattro, cinque, sei. Go. Nice. The good old Oculus flips Oculus. Hard to beat. Opponent draws a plains, plays a plains, and dies. All right. Pretty sweet league so far. Undefeated. Heading to the finals. With an archetype of the past. Was that card yellow? They decided to print yellow cards. Maybe they thought it was funny. Final match of the league. My hand is the actual perfection. Never ever a hand has been more perfect than this one. That's not true, but I have a turn to frog on the play with 2 lands, so easy game. Can everyone be a mod? Certainly not you, since you voted against me. You will not only be a mod, but I will never answer your questions. Oh, I'm joking. Just some of them. 2 lands interaction. Okay, so we have to start with Darklick Shore and Heal Spellbomb. I think. You wonder why? Well, the answer is that Tuskour is an awful magic card. If you cast it, nothing happens, so might as well just play Spellbomb. Come on, opponent, show up. Don't arrive late. Gonna call the judge. Okay. When I said call the judge, they arrived. Classic judge. Putting fear in the opponent's eyes. Let's see what we're facing. Art Meza. Pass. Okay. Unearth. Not bad. Good draw. Okay, that's Zoo. But it is a relay of the Guild Pact. So it's a Zoo player that should learn how to do the Zoo thing better. Alright, do you have a 2-drop opponent? Well, you have a perfect mana. 5 colors on turn 2. Easy. Do you have a Kavu? Do you have a Scion? A Tribal Flames? If you have a Tribal Flames, you know what's my play gonna be, right? Discard my hand. Let's go. Nah, I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that. No, they say burba, ma porca la madosca. Bene. Alright, let's do something else. Well, first thing first, let's check the cardboard crag that Sebastian tagged me on. All of these cards are super expensive, and this page has my most valuable card of all. But you don't even use these cards. Why not sell them and do something with the money? If I sold my cards, how could I brag about how valuable they are? Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean it's all about bragging that you own the cards, you know? It's like when I play with Beta Underground Sea. It's all about fetching it and just showing that you own it. I don't really care that much about having an Underground Sea. Alright, what should we do, chat? Is modern decks. I'm gonna Google modern deck with Final Fantasy. Did someone do something with it? Ooh, Aspirant Spike. I don't remember. Am I allowed to show YouTube video? Yes, I am. Maybe he just had a list. Oh yeah, he had a list. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this. Oh, my opponent's back. Territorial Cavu, let's go. Okay. Draw Oculus, please. Oculus. Oculus. Opponent, porca Eva, mi fa incazzare. Dai! Alright, I guess. Okay, I drew another push. I'll try to be focused despite my opponent's slow playing. I'll go push. Draw. Sorry, not draw. Attack. Draw. Unfortunately, Unearth doesn't reanimate the opponent cards. It's not like reanimate Murktide. Okay. I could go Thought Scour, but I'm just passing here. Mountain. This Spellbomb is gonna stay here for Flage. Gonna fetches Mountain and passes. Okay. I'm gonna go Thought Scour. I don't have a counterspell for Leyline Binding anyway, so. Doing this. Okay, drew another push. Not bad. Untap. Wow. Wouldn't mind drawing a land here. They bolt the frog. I can definitely consider discarding 2 pushes. They play Binding, which I'm going to counterspell. Let's see if they have a Stubborn Denial. They don't. Good. Attack. And pass. I could also let that resolve and go Unearth. If I had a third land, I would have. Because it could have gone like Unearth Merc. As it is, I just drew an extra card with Frog, getting closer to that third land drop. Put in the Binding. Alright, but that doesn't go on Murktide. I think I'm happy with the exchange. You have 3 cards in your hand. Subtlety is bad. I think I have to do this. Hope you don't have another Binding. If you have it, you have it. Hand's very bad right now. A lot of variance in this deck. Please don't have Binding. Just play like Lil on the Guild Pact and pass. Just do a good old Zoo turn, you know what I mean? Are they doing it actually? Nice! That's the dream Zoo turn. Okay. I'm gonna go for the kill. They definitely don't have anything here. No? Yeah, should do something? Oh, Melorbo. Oh no, you just fetched that on board. Alright, cool. GG! One game away from the perfect league. Let's go. Spell Bomb, Subtlety, Harbinger, Harbinger, Consign, 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 Consign. Explosives, I think it's bad. New promoter video was good. Thank you. Cards that are bad usually are counter spells and force of negations. And thought seizes. Let's go. Okay, guys, this hand isn't great, but I think I'll keep it. I signed a heal on Graveyard 8 against every deck with Flage? Yeah. And my plans on playing gold leagues in the future. I played one with blue-red prowess. It took ages to find opponents. Also, if 5-0, if I 5-0, I can advertise about having done a 5-0 on YouTube, which get me more views. And I'm a content creator. My sole goal is to get more views. So it's better for me to play this lower power level league. Okay. Go to discard, you're saying. Oh shit, I didn't even think about it. I did not even think about that. I hate that line though. I'm not gonna do it. What's my next play going to be? Probably Dreams of Steel. The thing is, if they play Cab, it's bad if they play Cabu. It's a terrible line. Don't do it. It dies to like literally any breath of air that my opponent has, and I just missed the land drop. Okay. I think even if I have a second land, I'm just gonna pass here. You didn't see any modern boom in FF set, did I? I didn't. But Asper's Pack just released the video. He's actually a good content creator, so you can check it out. I probably will as well later. I played one Gold League with Blu-ray Prowess. I uploaded it. I guess it's not on yet, but it will be soon. I don't think it will make a difference in views. So again, I should just stick to the normal one. Right, draw. Looking for a land drop. Let's see if I find it. When I can stubby D this. Yeah. What more reasons that the Oculus on Earth play would have failed? Not that it matters much because I missed a land drop anyway, so it's not that I missed a land drop, but obviously I could have, drew a land drop and this game would have been much different and much better. I'm gonna subtlety the Scion here. Oh, with haste. What's that, Ragavan and Scion? Porca puttana. E dai, questa entra. Subtlety for sure. What about pitch? Yeah, Thought Scour is an awful magic card. I never want to draw it. Nor cast it, so it's perfect that it's blue. Silence is very good here. Makes me trade the extra cards, less lands for. Yeah, it's good. But if you miss a land drop, you have one more card in hand. So if I trade two cards for one, it's okay because they miss a land drop. I draw a step next turn. Ragavan. It's probably gonna eat my land here. Rip a strand. Yeah. I draw. Spell? No, land. Ah, fanculo. I knew it all the time. Every time. Ragavan eats the land you need, and you draw a spell you don't need. It's okay. I've been there. I've exploited the Ragavan bug before. Ragavan hits a land, of course. We're gonna draw a bad spell. I have to snare the Kavu that I put on top earlier. See if they have stability. Okay. I promise that even if I draw a land, there's not much to do with it. Yeah, let's go. I think I'll go Dreams. You own every card in this deck except Dream of Steel and Oil. Don't buy it, really. You're not missing out. I mean, it was super good here, but it's been so bad earlier. But yeah, I mean, the reason to play Dreams is exactly this. It takes a flage. If you consign a Ragavan trigger, Manga would personally ban you. Yeah, personally ban you. I mean, I guess, as always, there are some scenarios where it's right, but might as well concede if you consign a Ragavan trigger when you're at 15 life. Okay, what did you exile a land? Oh, a Thought Scour. Oh, so you can cast it. Okay. Hey, the cast out scour. Clean their top of two lands. Must be nice. Draws another land. Okay, I find the land. Nice. I think so. I have a couple of lines here. I think the best one is just to surveil now, because if I mill a creature, I can unearth it. If I leave a good card on top, I'll just leave it there. Sorry, I'll graveyard it. This is a bad card, so stays on top, and it will gonna be eaten by Ragavan. They can unearth the Kavu. No, we exiled Kavu with Dreams of Steel and Oil. They have no graveyard. This is their graveyard. Sorry, there's a couple of piles, but this is their graveyard. Bro. Land consign again. Mamma mia. Let me no pass. I'll cycle on Earth. End of turn. I think ninjas could be playable in modern. Maybe. I don't know many ninjas cards, but it wins the legacy. You exiled another Unearth. Nice. I'm glad. Man, the Unearth Oculus plan was such a scam in this league. We basically just never really did it. Unearth is just a 3 mana thing that dies to binding. Anyway, if I draw. Ooh, frog, nice. I can now consign the binding. If they bolt, I'm happy to discard two. What do I discard to it? I think Oculus and Consign. Maybe two Oculus. Yeah, let's discard two Oculus. No, Oculus Consign. Then I go Binding, and we can consign the trigger. Another Bolt. Sto giro. Yeah, I have to let it go. But I mean, I was dead if if these bolts would have gone me plus the Ragavan, so I can't complain too much about it. Oh no, they're hasting. What's this? Hope it's a Kabu so I can at least consign it. And now you want an Earth. And now I want an Earth. Classic. Classic. It was bad for the whole league, and now that it's good, I don't have it anymore. Alright, let's go Island. Consign this. I wish, I guess, I had a. Do I wish I had consign? No, probably it's fine. I'm on 5. No, opponent exiles a frog. I don't want to die to my own frog. I'll concede before they can play it. Alright, last game of this league for the trophy. Allora. Yeah, I mean, this seems fine. Let's go. Okay, that's a good end. Is Colding better than Snare? No. Snare counters Kavu Trouble Flames. Scolding literally only counters Ragavan, I think, from their deck. Very bad. They have Ley Line. That's scary. Very scary. Although I do have to consign. Maybe that's funny, but maybe I cannot play Frog here. Because I have to respect the Scion. The Scolding counter always a rider. Only if you say one land, I think. Okay, the Bin Stability. Murktide. It's actually good, I think. Can't play Frog on turn 2 crazy, but yeah, I need to respect the Scion. What a bad mana. If we find the ooh, go consider, hoping for a snare. Happy with a push. Although, unfortunately, I have to take 3 damage to play this push. I need to be on curve because next turn I can deploy Frog, holding up Consign for the. Do I go Frog? Yeah, for the Scion. Okay, Kabu. No land. All right, that's a very, very important thing. Binning anything there is? Yeah, even a frog. Draw. Consider. Let me go consider. Okay. Uh, I'll discard Dark Flick, sure. I'll give this flying an attack. Draw. Unearth. I definitely need to hold up Consign. I'm gonna go Murktide, leaving the frog in the graveyard. And pass. Could it be bigger, but like I can go right anytime. But I can play Leyline Binding. We have only one consign. Maybe the play was to go Unearth, only because that way I would have played around double Leyline Binding. Is opponent chump attacking here? Maybe they're attacking and then bolting the Murktide. I'll definitely take the trade here. Blocking all the time. Oh wow. Exiling the frog. Strange. Now you probably just bolt. Okay. I'm gonna fetch for a tap land. If I draw Arbinger, I can't really play it anyway because of the ley line. Cycle on Earth. On the push. Push the... I guess just... I don't need to push. I just attack. If they block, I'm okay with it. See what I draw post-combat. Snare. Well, definitely pushing. Pass. When it draws a third land. Finally play Cyan, maybe with Stubborn and IO backup to counter my consign. No, this game can definitely be losable. If they go Cyan plus Stubborn and IO, I'm in a tough spot. Larian Conqueror. Discard what? Unearth? What do I want to discard here? Consign? I think I like Consign. It's good against Binding. It's good against Fable as well. I think I'll discard Unearth. And now Frog cannot be used anymore. Maybe I should discard more. If I discard one more, I can top deck Oculus. You want to discard Snare? No, definitely not. Yeah, I think I'll discard Consign. One Consign will be enough. Draw. Dismember. Okay. Let's attack. Draw. Harbinger of the Seas. That's a terrible draw. It doesn't work because this mountain adds any type. On top of just me, they didn't fetch any swamp. But it didn't fetch any swamp on purpose. Anyway, pass. It made sense to fetch a swamp because I don't have counterspell in my deck. But I had like blue, blue, blue. So I think it's okay. If I drew like another blue, I couldn't have gone quadruple blue in a turn. Discarding Consign was a bad idea. Wish I had it in my hand. They tap 2 mana. They play Flage. Okay. On me. I have lots of ways to kill Flage. To exile Flage, I mean. I'll dismember. Draw. What do I discard? I think I discard these 2 cards here. I guess I could have played that. Opponent wouldn't be able to reanimate Flage. Maybe that was better. Subtlety, okay. Opponent reanimates Flage, we can subtlety. Yeah, maybe I should have gone Swamp Harbinger there. I don't know though. They still have like all the colors, but I would have shut off the ley line. What if it would have been on 11? Maybe that was a better play. Doesn't seem like my opponent drew a land. Why don't fetch Swamp Harbinger? I mean, a ley line on the mountain, right? I've been saying that for a while. But again, maybe it was a good idea to do that. Sign of Draco. Problem going Consign here is that it opens the door for my opponent to go Binding. I think I'll let this resolve. I think my opponent has to chump block. I go Subtlety, I don't have Lethal. And my opponent can go Flage the turn after. I think this is fine. Opponent just chumps. I guess they gain life, but I don't think it's a game about life. Should I play this tap land? I think so. There's a world where I need to go Subtlety plus Spell next turn. Yeah, I definitely should have had Harbinger. Definitely should have had Harbinger in play. I think I would have won if I played Harbinger 100%. Now it's still open. For some reason, I just was tunnel visioned into Harbinger being bad. I don't know why. Just because they had a mountain, you know? They had a basic land, so this adds any color. Also, just discarding Consign was super bad as well. I would need to have 2 Consign in end to be able to counter Psy and hold it up for binding. A lot of missteps. Overall, the plan is very good, but I made some small mistakes, which you can't really make when you play a blue-black deck. Especially when you're playing for the trophy. Okay, opponent doesn't find a 4th land for Flage, passes. I go on top draw. Yeah, opponent definitely is working in the meanwhile, playing very slow. Top with Frog. Opponent plays Celestial Purge. Gonna go Spells Nair. Heal 6. No, what's this? Binding? Okay, so Binding comes in, and then we consign the trigger. Draw. Hope I draw blue card. Opponent says, wow, I literally had these 2 cards in hand for a pass, I don't know many turns. Ooh, Dreams of Steel and Oil. This can exile the Flage, and I will. Wow. Brutal. Dreams of Steel and Oil, amazing in this matchup. And I think now that's it. I don't think they have that many avenues left. Gonna hold the trophy. Hold the trophy. Well played, they say. Yeah, GG. All right, chat. This week, every single day, we had a trophy. As a first, as a first, as a first league. 3 days in a row, yeah. Blue Black Oculus. This was definitely unexpected. I'm pretty positive that the Oculus Unearth plan didn't really help us too much. It's just that overall we got paired against some. I don't even want to say good matchup because we played against Black, White, and Zoo, but just I don't know. We had good draws. We drew Frog when we needed. Played tight, and yeah, that was it. So if you watched on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. I guess if you haven't already. Let's go and paint. Let's paint. Mill Storm. And then we played against Zoo, Black, White, Blink. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. If you're watching this on YouTube, have a good one.